Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be doing another mock showcase, and this time it's going to be of the iconic Duel of Fate scene from episode 1 of Phantom Menace. So back in 2017, LEGO revealed the Duel on Naboo set, and it was a nice $25, $30 set that included Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon Jinn, but I thought the build itself was kind of lackluster, didn't really get the scenery right. And I had wanted to do this mock for quite some time and just never really got around to it. I had other projects that I wanted to work on, but I recently went ahead, finally decided to tackle it, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. There are a few things that I was a little bit disappointed with, but I'll cover that as we go through. I'll show you one or two pictures basically of what I used for reference in making this, and also, what I tried to do going for it. So we'll just give you the pan around first, and then we'll go from there. So this mock has the black border base, and it's the first time that I've actually tried out this technique with any of my builds, and mainly because I just, I have to be a little bit conservative when I build with my part usage to make sure that I have enough for other mocks, because I try not to buy parts unless I absolutely need to. So all of the stuff you see here is pretty much stuff that I had available in my collection, and trust me, I did have to come up with some interesting solutions here to really make this thing work. But overall, I am happy with the design of it and how it turned out. So I'll just give you a quick pan around here. The size is around I think a 16 by 24, something like that. And you can see there's the back. There's really not a whole lot going on in the back, which I think is actually a positive, because that means you can, see some of the other stuff there. But yes, and we'll take a look on the other side. Yeah, so pretty good. I'm quite pleased with how it looks right now, and yeah, we'll get into some of the details here. So the first thing you'll see is there are these like little cargo boxes. I mean, obviously this is in the hangar bay, so these technically don't appear in the scene, but I felt like it was kind of empty without it, so I put two little cargo boxes there. I do have another one over here, and this one actually is in the scene, and you can see it right before they fight. So this is the design here that I made for this little box. It's a nice little crate, whatever. I think it adds some nice details though. Makes it a little more interesting to look at, and on display. So the other thing is you'll notice some asymmetrical designs here. So we have this thing, I don't know what it is, there's two of them, and then this side there's one, and it's like centered, and then above here there's like this grill plate thing that is above the door, or just going into the door slightly. I'm not really sure what those were, but I was trying to capture the details accurately for that. Now, I do realize that the walls are a little plain. One of the things I tried to do was building plates out so that I could add some details here, or add some texture. It just really didn't work out based on the parts that I had available, so I kind of had to use these longer bricks here, and they work well. I mean, it gets the wall and everything I need. It actually worked out really nicely up here. The door was probably the most challenging, and I still, I think the door came out okay, but there are a couple things I wish I could have done differently. One of which is I wish this was all smooth around here. I do like the studded look only because everything else is smooth, so it adds a little bit more texture. I also did add these printed control panels. Those I think came in the most recent sets from this year. So I had a couple of those. You also see there's some trans clear tiles here. I used those and on both sides for the lights, and I like the way those look there. The base is one layer above the flooring, so there is a little bit of a lip. You can kind of see that. And we take the figures off here. You can see the little studs in the floor where Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon stand. And then we also have Darth Maul in there. As for the actual design of the door, you can see, if I give you a little bit of a side view, you can see there's like some vent pieces here. This is where the door would actually open and close on a track on both sides. You can kind of see it over there. And then here's like a back view of what I did. I used these snot plates right here, and they attach to the wall, and then I could bring the plates out, and it works really seamlessly up here. The other thing I did is, you can kind of see it, I used those all along the top as well. And the way this is built is that it's flush with the front face, and then the top here, the top connects in with the top plate. So there's bricks, there's studs up here and here, and then the plates go on top. And I think it turned out pretty good with that design. So, you know, I like it. Again, the door is flush, and I think the studs do add some texture to it. But yeah, so one of the things I did talk about a little bit was the black border, and many of the new MOCs that come out recently are, you know, of that diorama scheme. And I decided to try it out, give it a kind of a clean look. I am, you know, somewhat satisfied with it. I think it is nice every once in a while. I don't love, you know, the black border for everything, but I do think this looks good as it stands. I will just take these off for a second. I'll show you the floor panel design. These are all using studs, and you can kind of see what it looks like. It's basically just that, you know, the dark gray. I had some of these dark gray tiles, the big ones, and I finally found a purpose for them, so that was nice. These are actually stickers from the First Order AT-ST set that I got recently, and I just decided to use those there. I thought they looked kind of good. And then obviously, yes, I already mentioned the lights there, and that's about it. I mean, it's pretty much just a cutout of that wall when Maul first, you know, introduces himself, and Qui-Gon says, "We'll handle this," and then from there, it commences one of the greatest lightsaber fights in all of Star Wars. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for the build. I'm really happy with this. I think it turned out great, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as you know, I did. Took me about 6 hours to build on a Saturday, and I pretty much did it in one sitting, which is crazy, but it is one of my better builds, I think. And you know, I'm sure I will make slight improvements as time goes on, but overall I am, again, quite happy with this. Last thing I guess I'll show you is, it is currently on a stand, and I've been turning it on a stand, so this is just what it looks like here, and I'll show you what it looks like on display. Here's kind of a top view. I didn't really get a good shot of that earlier, but here's what it looks like just with, you know, everything. I did try to give it a little bit of texture on the top there, but it's pretty much just tiled off. And yeah, I think it looks great. Here's another pan around. There's Maul in the doorway, and I think that's about it. So yeah, we'll show you where it is on display, and then we'll head out. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, and consider subscribing if you want to see more LEGO Star Wars MOC showcases. You can check them out on my channel. I have a playlist for all of that stuff. Hope you all have a great, wonderful day, and I will see you next time.